All right, what's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back. I know it's been a while since my last review. A lot has been going on, obviously. Hope you guys are safe, healthy during this time of quarantine. But today I am really excited because I'm going to talk about a show that nobody's talking about. It was big when it came out. I've actually seen it two times over and I'm going to rewatch it a third time. There's two seasons, and that is Dark, one of my favorites. I love it. I'm waiting for other movie reviewers to get on board and review it. I've asked guys like Chris Stuckman to review it because it's so phenomenal. I want to get people's opinions. So I'm going to actually do it episode by episode. Like I said, this is going to be my third time watching it. And I'm going to kind of recap each episode. I'm going to stay spoiler free from the future episodes, but obviously each episode I'm going to delve into a little bit. So I just watched the first episode again last night. And for those of you who don't know anything about Dark, Dark is a German-based drama that has elements of science fiction, but I can't get too far into anything because it's a spoiler alert. But after rewatching the first episode, I fell in love again. It is a show that has so much great character development, and it's one of those it's a little bit of a slow burn. It takes its time. The scene transitions are really smooth, but some of the scenes linger, but it's for a purpose. Everything is relevant. You cannot take your eyes off the screen. It's not a show that you can go and do the laundry, kind of have it on in the background. You got to sit your butt down and watch the TV, laptop, computer, whatever you're watching. You got to sit and watch. It is in subtitles. You can watch the dub version, but it's terrible. Watch it with subtitles. Eventually, you don't even notice. You just hear the characters' voices. You're reading, but it eventually just kind of becomes synchronatic and everything just flows together. So the show begins with, it almost starts off as like a family drama, which is not necessarily what you may want to hear, but it's really interesting. The buildup is there. You can feel this underlying level of suspense, but it's a show where you have no idea where it's going. At least in the first episode, it just kind of introduces some of the characters. The star being this character named Jonas Conwald, and the actor is phenomenal. That's one thing about this show, guys, is the first episode, and as you move forward, the acting is absolutely phenomenal. It's really excellent. I don't watch a lot of foreign television. Obviously, I reviewed Parasite. I loved it. But I've never seen anything German before, at least like a German-based television series. And so this was a lot of fun to get into. And everything is just the highest of production value. When this first came out, there was a lot of speculation that it was competing with Stranger Things. Guys, look, I love Stranger Things, at least the first season. This show is, in my opinion, leaps and bounds above anything Stranger Things has to offer. In every department. The acting is obviously phenomenal in both. The creativity, though, and the storyline in this are so interesting. You guys will fall in love, I promise. The first episode is really just introductory. Like I said, we meet Jonas. We kind of get the story kickstarted with this young group of teenagers, and this is kind of where it falls into Stranger Things, is that it's about some young adolescents, and that's really about where it ends. They go down to these caves to pick up some drugs that are there from a child that goes missing, and they're gonna go and it's like a bag of weed and some pills, so they're gonna go snag that. And let's just say one of the children goes missing, one of the younger siblings, and shit kind of takes off from there. So I don't really want to offer a ton of spoilers if you haven't seen the first episode yet, but go watch the first episode. It's phenomenal. If you don't like it, you can come back and scream at me. But it's really excellent. I think it originally aired in 2017. The second season came out in 2019. And the third season is actually expected to be released on June 28th, which makes sense if you watch the show. But I'm super excited. I'll be back for episode 2. Really stoked. If you haven't seen it, go watch the first episode of Dark, and you can follow me on my review of both the seasons, every episode. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming back.